Yeah, just a sec.
You guys,
My brother needs to join.
sorry about that, guys. Well, we'll just hope that I don't get disconnected again. Anyway, so like I said before, this lesson, I'm only gonna teach you one new concept, but the rest of the lesson will be used as revision because I am preparing a test for you guys. But don't worry, it won't be too difficult. It won't be anything you haven't done before, you know, the usual min, max, average, all of that stuff is going to be on the test. So let me just share my screen. So basically, the stuff that's going to be on the test is, you know, the usual stuff that you guys have learned before. You know, the for loop, if statements, and then for some of you guys, not all, arrays. And then this is only for Lutfi and Adam, 2D arrays. So these are the only things that are going to be in the test. But since I told you this lesson, I'll teach you one more new concept. It's not too difficult. It's nothing new. It's just a different type of loop called the while loop. So I'll teach you the while loop today. So take note, copy it, whatever. But next week there will be a test, and these are the things that will be in the test.
Got it.
Oh yes, I forgot to add minimum, maximum, and average. So nothing new, it's just old stuff that you've learned before. So as for the while loop, well, I'll teach it to you, but for now, like I said, this is a revision session, so we need to get yourself familiarized with the stuff you already know. So I'm gonna ask you to write some simple codes using the knowledge that you've gotten from the previous lessons. So first thing for the starter, everyone should do this, is write a program which outputs even numbers from 200 to 250, and also write another program which outputs odd numbers from 75 to 145. So, you use a while loop. Sorry, not a while loop, a for loop. You don't need to use a while loop for this because I'm going to teach you the while loop later. So just use the for loop to create these programs.
Understood.
Just a hint for you guys, just in case you're struggling. You gotta start off with a variable called number, and then for this first thing, since you want even numbers from 200 to 250, you gotta set number at 200. Okay, you gotta put number equals 200 at the start for the first one, and then for the second one, since it starts counting from 75, you gotta put number equals 75. So number equals 75 is for the second bit, and number equals 200 is for the first bit. So that's just a hint. This is how you should start your program. So is anybody stuck? Anybody doesn't know what to do? Nope.
I am.
Oh, are you stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Just show me what you've done so far.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So you have the number equals 200, all right? And since you want to count even numbers from 200 to 250, since it starts from 200, you got to print off 200. So the first thing you've got to write in your program after the loop is to print the number.
Yeah. Wait, like that?
All right, so now the program will start off with 200. Now, since you want only even numbers, you gotta add 2 you got to the number. So you gotta do number plus equals 2 or number equals number plus 2 because you only want even numbers.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you don't do number plus equals 2, then it will print all numbers from 200 to 250 instead of only even numbers.
Oh, okay. Do we have to do I have to do this? The first print?
Yeah, you do, but you don't need a second print.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so and you can do the exact same thing for odd. So if you want to do odd, you just change
+1.
the number equals to 201.
Yep.
No, you wouldn't do that because now you're gonna output both odd and even. That one stays at 2 because you want to increment it by 2 each time. But if you
Okay.
want to change it to odd, just change number instead of equal to 200, change it equal to 201. And then boom. Now this will show all odd numbers from 200 to 250. Because look, it starts off with 201, and then you add 2 to it, you add 2 to it, you add 2 to it. And so it only shows odd because 201 plus 2 is 203, 203 plus 2 is 205, 205 plus 2 is 207. So it's all odd.
Okay.
Now, last thing I need you to change is the 4C in range because uh, this will get a bit confusing if you want to change stuff. This is not that flexible. So change the 4C in range. And since you want 50 numbers, okay, you want 50 numbers, you put 4C in range 50.
Okay.
But wait, hold on. Put 51, put 51. Because you're also including 200, because 200 is included. All right, so now you should, hold on. Just change number back to 200 because you want even numbers.
Oh, yeah. Like that?
So does it work? Does it count all even numbers?
Just a sec. Let me run it. I think it does. Yep, it works.
Okay, great.
Wait, it says 298. Shouldn't it stop at 250?
That will be fixed using a while loop. You can't really set it to 250 with a for loop unless you know exactly how many even numbers there are between 200 and 250. But most likely you won't know how many. So in order to get it only till 250, you've got to use a while loop, which I'll show later on. I just need to everybody to be able to at least output even numbers.
All right.
So let's say you're able to output even numbers. So just for the second part, output the odd numbers, starting from 75.
75, okay.
So anybody else managed to at least output even numbers?
Yeah, I think I'm finished with it.
All right, Rehan, just share your screen.
All right, here it is. Hello?
Yeah, this is great. This is correct. And you're using the for loop and you managed to get it from 200 to 250 because you know exactly how many even numbers there are.
Yeah.
But well, you know, I'm just saying, what if I want even numbers from 347 to 462? You don't exactly know how much even numbers there are. So right now, you need to use the while loop for that, which I'll teach to you after you do the second bit, which is just outputting odd numbers starting from 75.
All right.
You know, guys, I think I'm just gonna remove this from I'm gonna remove 2 because that's later on for the while loop. So right now, this is the first 2 tasks, which is just the output how many odd numbers you want starting from 75 and how many even numbers you want starting from 200. So once you've done these 2 things, all right, Zaid, share your screen.
Here, I put an approximate. It's not exact.
Yeah, right now at this stage, that's fine. Because right now at this stage, I just need you to output even numbers. So just do the second bit, which is outputting odd.
Okay.
Lafif?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I finished the even number one.
All right. Okay. All right. Just share your screen.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, this is it. And then it did it till did it till 300, but because I didn't know like where it was until 250, but it will.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine because the range is later on for the while loop. So just do the second bit
Oh, okay.
now.
Okay. Should I stop sharing my screen? Oh, okay.
Rafif, I'm pretty sure I'm done with the next one.
All right, Rehan, just share your screen.
Here it is. If I run it, it runs all the way to 173, but I just ran it up to 50. So
Yep, and they look like they're all odd. So great.
Yep.
So you're done.
Alright.
You're done the first two bits. So we'll just wait till everyone's finished. Then I can teach you guys the while loop, and then you can do the range.
all right.
Yeah, I finished step 2, the odd one.
All right, great. You know what, Rafi, I trust you. I trust that you got it right. So no need to share your screen.
Okay.
I also got it.
Yeah, Lutfi, I trust you too. So I'm just gonna check on everyone else first.
Cool.
So Hasna, Azam, Iza, Azka, you guys struggling with the task? Do you guys know what you're doing?
Excuse me, teacher. I'm
I
stuck.
want you
with
guys to
something.
stay quiet.
Teacher. I'm stuck with something. Can I show my screen?
All right, just share your screen.
Yeah. When I run it, see? Mm,
Yeah, sorry about that. I got disconnected again. Okay, so Azam, let's see. Have you run it, Azam? Did it work?
yes. Yes. It did not work. Here.
Oh,
Use the
all
screen.
right. So what do you think is wrong with it?
Yes. I didn't hear.
All right, Azam, let's go back to your code. You in here you said print numbers, but at the top you said it as number. Remember,
Oh.
they've got to be the same.
Oh. Okay.
So if you just make them the same, either change the one at the top or change the one here down at the in the loop, then I think your code should be working. Yeah,
Okay.
your code should be
Work.
working. All right, great. So now just do the second bit. Remember, it's, yep. Now the second bit's actually really easy. You actually just need to change one thing, which is the number.
Okay.
All right, so I'm sure Azam's got it now. So all that's left is basically just Hasna, Iza, Rashad, and Azka.
Rafif, I finished it too. I didn't tell you.
Yep, Zaid, you're one of the people I trust, so you no need to share my screen.
Thank
All
you.
right, so Iza, Azka, and Rashad. We're just waiting on you guys now.
I'm
Can I
finished.
share my screen?
Rashad, were you talking?
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, just share your screen.
Oh, hold up. I need. It says host disabled participant screen sharing.
All right, just hold on a second.
No.
So Rashad, can you share it now? Because I
No.
made you a co-host.
It still says host disabled participant screen sharing.
All right, hold on. Lutfi, are you able to share your screen?
Let me check. Yep.
Yeah, Rashad, I think the problem's on your end because everyone else seems to be able to share their screen.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure you're not able to? It's the share screen at the bottom.
Yeah, it's not working. I'm pressing it and even doing the shortcut Alt S, not working. Still pops up this message.
Hold on. Now, okay, does it work?
Yes.
All right, great. Okay, so let's see. Does it work? Does your code work?
I don't know how to run it. Oh, here.
All right, so your code works. Now the second bit, Rashad, it's very simple. You just need to change one thing. Look at the code and then think, what do I need to change? You know what plus equals mean, right? First of all, do you know what plus equals mean?
No.
Okay, plus equals mean you're basically just adding two to number. Each time, each cycle of the loop, you're adding two to the number. You get it? So you start off print number, you print 200, okay? And then number plus equals 2 means you're adding 2 onto number. So number becomes 202. And that's the end of one cycle. Now a new cycle starts and it prints the number. And remember, number is now 202. And so it prints 202. Now it goes number plus equals 2, which basically means add 2 to number, and number is 202. So 202 plus 2 is 204. You get the plus equals thing now.
Yeah.
All right, great. So just find a way to get the second bit done. All right, so Isa and Azka, it's just you guys left.
Also my brother.
Your brother? Oh, is
Yeah.
he LF?
Yeah, LF, yeah.
All right, all right. You know what? I'm just gonna look at one more because we need to move the lesson along now. So I'll just go, Isa, can you please share your screen and show me what you've done? Isa, are you there? All right, seems Isa's not here. Okay, so Azka, can you please share your screen?
Rafis,
Azka, bisa nggak share screen?
Ya, aku cuma ngeliat dong, soalnya belum download Pythonnya.
Nggak apa-apa, Azka. Share screen aja biar saya jelaskan kayak mana caranya.
Maksudnya belum download Python ya, jadi belum ngerjain apa-apa gitu.
Oh, jadi Azka belum tulis kode apa-apa?
Iya, cuma ngeliat dulu.
Oke, nggak apa-apa. Ingat Azka, mulainya itu, oke. Azka ngerti nggak pertanyaannya atau harus saya tulis bahasa Indonesia?
Ya ngerti kalau pertanyaannya, ngerti.
Azka ngerti pertanyaannya?
Ya ngerti.
Oke, bagus. Jadi Azka mulainya itu buat number sama dengan 200. Oke, mulainya kayak gitu. Oke, terus Azka bisa kan loop, tahu kan loop? Ini Azka tahu kan for I in range ini?
Ya.
Sampai sini masih ngerti kan?
Ya masih.
Oke. Dan setelah itu, karena kan kita mau semua event numbers dari 200 kan. Jadi pertama kita harus print number. Dan number itu apa? Number itu saat ini 200. Terus kita ngeprint 200. 200. Dah, kita print. Setelah itu, oke. Kalau kita biarkan aja, ini akan print terus 200, 200, 200. Karena number itu nggak diganti, tetap 200. Sampai ada 50-200 baru program ini selesai. Cara nanganin itu, kita harus tulis number plus equals 2. Ini artinya kayak gini, sama dengan kayak gini. Tambah 2 ke number. Oke, kita tambah 2 ke number. Jadi tanda tambah sama dengan ini, itu artinya tambah nomor ini ke number. Jadi number tambah 2 jadinya 202. Oke. Habis itu dia ulang lagi loopnya. Dia ngeprint number. Habis itu dia tambah lagi 2 ke number. Jadinya 204. Ngerti Aska?
Iya ngerti.
Ya udah, dia akan selalu ulang, akan ngeprint number, habis itu akan nambah 2 lagi ke number, jadinya 206. Dia akan tambah terus sampai 50 nomor di print sama program ini. Untuk bagian kedua, gampang banget Aska. Tinggal ganti number sama dengan 200 ke number sama dengan 75. Tinggal ganti itu aja. Sekarang, gara-gara number udah sama dengan 75, dia akan print number kan, karena number sama dengan 75, yang akan di print 75. Habis itu 2 akan ketambah ke number, jadinya 77. Terus dia ulang terus, tambah 2 terus, tambah 2 terus, jadinya 79, 81. Dan akhirnya dia akan ngeprint 50 odd numbers yang dimulai dari 75. Ngerti Aska?
Ya.
Ya, ngerti. Oke.
Enggak. He's telling us the answers, the ones we got wrong, and what we were supposed to write. I write everything correcto.
Aska?
Correcto.
Ya, sudah
Oke.
ngerti.
Okay. Okay. So now for the rest of you guys, I can finally get to the while. So let me just share my screen. Okay. So can you guys see my Python screen?
Yes.
All right. So you guys can see my Python screen.
Yes.
Great. All right. So while, okay, the while loop is a bit different instead of the for loop. The while loop never stops until a condition is met. So in this case, the while loop will never, ever, ever stop until name is equal to the exclamation mark. So basically what's happening in this program is, so while the name is not equals to the exclamation mark, then it will run this. It will ask you to enter your name. To be the exclamation mark, it can be a hashtag. So while the name is not a hashtag, remember, this exclamation mark before the equals means not. That's what it means. Exclamation in Python means not. So while name not equals the hashtag, then it will keep asking you to enter your name. So how does this work? So let's run the program. Okay, so, we just write your name, Mark, Luke, Matthew, whatever. You see, it will never end. It will never, ever end. Okay, until name, until you put in hashtag, then we'll end the program. Hold on, let me just get the. So when we run this program, this is what happens. The program never stops until because here in the program, while the name is not equal to the hashtag, it will not stop. It will keep running. So unless it's equal to a hashtag, then it will stop running. So that's how the while loop works. Remember, if we change this to whatever, to the actual word stop, okay, then the program will only stop if you write stop. So if you write stop here, then it will reach the end of the program. All right, so how exactly does this help with our odd even output numbers program? Let me show you. So first of all, we don't use the for loop anymore in this case. Okay, we're not using that right now. We're using the while loop. Okay. So in here, after the while, you write the condition. while number is smaller than 250, then print number. All right, so what's happening here is that while the number is smaller than 250, so smaller than 250, it will keep printing. It will keep on printing. It will never stop unless the number is smaller than 250. So if we were to run this piece of code, this will be an infinite piece of code because we're not incrementing number. So we're not adding anything to number. Number will always stay at 200. And since 200 is smaller than 250, this program will keep on running. So this program right now is just an infinite 200 printer. So in order to change that, we just do number plus equals to 2. And so we'll keep adding until it gets bigger than 250. And so the program stops. So the while loop is just that. You write in while, you write the condition, and then you write what happens when that condition is met. So do you guys get it?
Yeah, I actually finished the code.
All right, great. So remember, if you want it from 200, say the 350, then you just change this to 350. So while the number is smaller than 350, it will keep printing, and then once it becomes bigger than 350, it will stop. So use this to think about the second bit. So let me just update the questions now. You should be able to do this. Okay, so Lutfi, share your screen. I would like to see your code.
Here it is.
Yep, that's it. That's correct. I don't even need to see the result, and I know that's correct. Because look, you've started up at 200, and then as long as it's smaller than 250, it will keep printing. Great. So just do the second bit now.
Excuse me, Mr. I'm done with my code. Can I share?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Great. Now, Azam, this is perfect, but I don't know. It's up to you to quash these feelings, but I feel like you copied off my code. So I need to make sure you understand what you're writing. So can you explain to me how your code works? Can you do that, Azam? Or do you not understand how your code works? Azam, are you still
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Azam, can you explain to me how your code works? Do you not understand how it works? It's
Yeah,
okay
but
if you don't. Just tell me you don't if you don't understand.
yeah, I know, but
So
I
as
don't know how to. I don't know how to speak it.
are you more comfortable saying it in Indonesian?
No.
All right. So basically, how your code works, it starts off with 200, okay?
Yeah, I know.
And since 200 is smaller than 250, it will print the number and it will increment it. And it will keep doing that until the number becomes bigger than 250. You get it?
Yes.
All right, great. So Azam, just complete the second part of the code. If you truly understand how this program works, you would be able to do the second part,
Oh yes.
because you just need to change a few things.
Okay.
Rafif, can I show you mine?
Me too.
Hold on, have you done the first and second bit? So what I mean by that is, since you have the first code, just copy most of it and then paste it down and then just edit some of the numbers there, and you should have the second bit done. So I want your first bit and second bit in the same Python file.
But are you talking to me?
So like here, let me just show you. So here, right now, I have two different programs in the same Python file. So say this is your first bit, okay? I want you to copy it, okay? And edit it so it will satisfy the second bit. But look, it's still in the same Python file. Do you get it? So if you've done both bits, you can go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah. I did both of them, the odd and the. Yeah, I did
All
both
right,
the odd
Rafi.
and.
All right, share your screen.
Okay. It says the host is sharing the screen.
All right, you should be able to share now.
Can you see?
No, yeah, okay, yeah, I can see.
This is
All right,
the.
so wait, why are you doing plus minus?
Oh yeah, sorry. I clicked minus. It was supposed to be equal.
All right, so just run it again.
Yeah, it does from 200 till 248 and then 75 till 143.
Yep, great. So Rafi, you're done. I'll give you
Okay.
another task. So wait, Lutfi, are you done with the first and second?
Yeah. The while loop.
Yeah, the while loop.
Yeah. I can change it to the odd ones. Hang on. So from 75 to 145.
Yeah.
Yeah, done it.
I'm done with the odd number.
Who's that?
Here's the
Azam, was that you? All right, so let me see.
me.
Yeah, you were about to share something, weren't you?
No, it's me.
Here's the output of the odd.
Yep, that's great.
It was Azam, by the way, I think.
All right, Azam, are you finished?
Yes. Wait, let me show you the result.
Azam, your mic's a bit low. Can you say that louder?
Yeah, here's the result.
Okay, great. You did the second bit, so you must understand how your code works, which is great, because I really didn't want anybody to just be copying and not understanding. But it looks like here you understood, so well done. All right, so I'm just gonna, for the people who are done with both bits of the while loop, I'm gonna give you a new
Rafif, can I show you my work?
yeah, sure. All right. So, okay, so you did the second bit first. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna work. Okay, great.
Rafif, I'm done with mine as well.
All right, Rehan, I trust you to get it right, so no need to share your screen. Just do this second task.
All right.
All right, this one is similar to the first, except I want you to write a program which outputs even numbers from 750 to 600. Now, what I mean by this is that I want you guys to count down. So I want your number to start from 750, okay, and then count down all the even numbers all the way down to 600. And in order to do that, instead of doing number plus equals, okay, 2, okay, instead of adding 2, I want you to do minus equals 2. So you're subtracting 2 from number each time. And I want you to do a similar thing.
Got to show mine. No.
So I want you to do these two subtasks, which is write a program which outputs even numbers from 750 to 600, and write a program which outputs odd numbers from 333 to 200. Remember, the secret is instead of using plus equals, you use minus equals to count down, to subtract from number.
Excuse me. I'm confused with this code. Can you explain?
For the second task,
Yes. The word the program
basically,
at-
basically the only difference is from the first task, you're counting up. For the second task, you're counting down. So the first task, you're counting from 200 to
countdown?
250. But for the second task, you're counting down from 750 to 600.
Rafif, can I show mine? I think did I do it?
Yeah, all right, share your screen. Is this Atar?
Yes.
All right, Atar, show me your work.
But how do I share my screen again?
There's a share screen button down at the bottom. It's the green one.
It's disabled for me. Share screen is disabled for me.
All right, it shouldn't be disabled now.
Okay.
Rafif, can I ask a question?
Yes. Control.
Oh, Atar, you went straight for the second task, huh? All right. Wait, first of all, Atar, do you know how to do the first task?
Yeah,
you
the
able to
minus is
successfully
equal
do?
to the plus, and the number is.
No.
Oh, the
Wait,
first.
hold on. Yeah, the first task.
Hold on.
Were you able to do it?
Yes.
Did you successfully do the first task? You know, the even numbers from 200 to 250. Were you able to do it?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, great. So for this one,
Adding two
Atar,
numbers.
just
Like adding even numbers, like adding two.
this one, Atar, did you run it?
Yeah. Wait, this one?
Yep. Did it work, Atar?
Yeah. I got from say 750 to 602.
That's great. So you're done the first bit. Just don't delete this program, but I want you to write the second bit on the same Python file. All right.
Rafif, I'm done with both tasks.
All right. Just share your screen.
Here it is.
Okay, so it counts down, yeah?
Yeah, from 750 till 600, and then 333 to 200.
All right, great. So you're done with that. Anybody else finished?
Yeah, I finished. But wait, actually.
Yeah, I finished.
All right, Lutfi, just share your screen.
Sure thing.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna work. So just just do the first bit as well. Have you done the first bit?
Yeah. The 75. Oh, I mean 700 was it?
It was 750, but it's fine. And then it was the 600.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. All right, so for those of you that are done with that, I like you to practice some if statements, just because if statements is very important. So I want you to write a program that allows you to enter your age. So if your age equals, so if your age is over 18, I want you to output a statement that says pay 18.50 dollars. Okay.
Rafif, I finished both statements.
All right, I'll check it just after I write down this task.
Okay.
So if the age is between 18, is smaller than 18 and bigger than 12, okay? So basically between the ages of 12 to 18, I want you to print a statement that says pay $12.50. And if you are younger than 12, I want you to write a statement that says pay, I want you to write a statement that says you do not need to pay. All right, so use if statements to write this. This shouldn't be too hard if you know if statements. And Zaid, you can share your screen now.
Okay.
Me too.
I just wanna say one thing. I used loops instead of while loops. For loops.
Now the problem with that is it might go over 600. Like, where does it stop? Like, your program goes from where to where? Like, it starts at 750. Where
Yeah,
does it
and then-
stop at?
Wait, let me. The first one worked.
Okay, look, it looks like it stops at 199. Now, I asked you to write a code that goes from 750 to 600,
Yeah.
not from 750 to 199.
Wait. 199.
Share my screen.
Yeah, so you got to use a while loop for that.
Okay.
Do you still remember how to use the while loop?
Yeah, I do.
Fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also finished the task. Both of them.
Right, just share your screen.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so this is it. So
Okay, it
this
starts from 750 and it counts
Yeah.
down to 602.
Yeah, it comes out to 602. Then from
And
three,
I'm pretty sure it works for the second bit as well.
Yeah,
Right,
it does.
so
Wait.
Zaid, look, this is how you should do it. You should use while loops.
Yeah, but my apparently my way works. It's to 600 right now. I
Yeah, but the problem with your way, Zaid, is
Yeah.
you've got to know exactly how many even and odd numbers between two numbers.
Yeah.
Because say I give to you 667 to 443. Do you know how many odd or even numbers there are?
No.
So yeah, just use the while loop. All right. So let me so Rafi, just do this third task.
Okay.
Excuse me. Can I show you
Yeah,
my?
Azam.
Can I show you my codes here? I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
make it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure make it right because it's also same for the others, but it cannot work. I don't know why.
All right, just share your screen. Okay. Azam. The problem with this is that you're doing smaller than. You gotta do bigger than. You gotta do number bigger than 600.
I mean like this.
Yeah. Now this should work. Yeah. Because remember, while the number is bigger, it's only gonna run if the number is bigger than 600.
Oh,
So beforehand, you did number smaller than 600. And since 750 is smaller than 600, then it's not gonna run. Right, so this should work.
Also, this code is the opposite, right? From the code we did last time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep, it is the opposite because you're counting down. Oh, and Azam, you're subtracting one each time. You should subtract two because I want even numbers only.
oh.
Because if you're subtracting one, then it's 750, 749, 748. Okay, you're also including odd numbers when I only want even numbers.
Okay.
So it should work, yeah?
Yep, it's working. It's working.
Okay, great. So just do the second bit. And once you're done with the second bit, yeah, the odd one, once you're done with the second bit, do the third task.
Wait. How many? Oh, 30, 300. Okay.
Rafif, I finished the
Done.
task.
The even and odd numbers task?
Yeah.
Or
Can I share my
oh yeah,
screen?
just go ahead and share your screen.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Atar, not yet. Let Zaid share his screen first, then you. All right, great. So now just do the third task.
Can I share my screen, please?
And Atar, are you
Seven.
which task are you going to share?
It's the 331 and 200.
Atar?
330.
No need to share that because I've seen you do the first bit, so I'm sure you could do the second bit. Right now, just focus on doing this third task.
This age one?
You need to use if statements.
If?
Yeah, the age one. You know how to use if statements, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, great.
Can I show my works?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, the code looks great. So you know how you understand your code, right? You know what
Yes.
you okay,
Yes.
great. So just go on to the third task, which uses if statements.
Rafif, can I show you my work?
Oh yeah, for the third tasks, you use if, but you also kind of use elif, which is basically the same thing. But do you guys know how to use elifs as well? So this question goes out to Rafi, Rehan, Zayed, and
No,
Lutfi.
I don't really know how to use either.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, yeah,
Me neither.
I suspected that. So
I
basically,
don't know how to use if statement too.
all right, it's fine. So this is how you do it. So if, okay, if the age, okay, you input, first of all, you have an input statement which inputs an age. So if the age is bigger than 18, you print pay $1850. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. All right. Now elif basically means else if. That's what elif is. So elif age is smaller than 18 and age bigger than 12. Remember, after every if or elif, you gotta put a colon, okay? So everything that comes after the colon is part of the is part of the same elif or if statement. So print, and remember, you gotta get the indentation right. And then you do elif again. Actually, for this case, you do else. All right, so let me just explain how this goes. All right, so if the age is bigger than 18, okay, you're gonna output pay $1850. Okay, elif is basically if the age doesn't satisfy the first condition, then elif is basically does it satisfy the second condition? Okay, and then else is basically if it doesn't satisfy any condition. So if the age is 21 it's bigger than 21. So it will output pay $1850, okay? And then it will skip the rest because elif is only triggered if the first condition is not met. Then elif is applied, and else is not triggered if a condition is met. Else is only triggered if none of the conditions are met. So say the age is 5, okay? 5 is not bigger than 18. 5 is not between 12 and 18. So else will get triggered. Okay, that doesn't sound right. Else will run. Else will run, okay? So when none of the conditions are met, else will run. Elif will only run if it's not satisfied. The condition in the first one is not satisfied. Now I can add new conditions. So every time I want to add new conditions, don't use if, you use elif. Okay, say elif age, let's change this to 15. And so elif age smaller than 15 and age bigger than 12. Okay, then print pay $10. Okay, look, I just added a new condition using elif. So if you want to add any new conditions, use elif. So the rule for if statement is, let me just write it on a separate thing. So the rule for if statements is, number 1, you always start with if, okay? Any condition after that, you use elif. So any new condition after that, you always use elif. And then the third rule is you use else if no condition is met. So that's the 3 rules of if statements. You always start with if, that's the first thing, okay? And then any condition after that, you use elif, and then you use else if no condition is met. So if the age is not bigger than 18, not between 15 and 18, not between 12 and 15, then else will run. Just like this 5. Since it's not bigger than 18, it doesn't meet the first condition, doesn't meet the second, doesn't meet the third, and so this will run.
Can I ask a question?
All right, go ahead.
What are we supposed to set age as?
Age is from the input statement. Oh, you mean what are you like? Which data type we're supposed to set age as?
Yeah.
Like when you're inputting?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Hold on. So yeah, Zaid has asked a very good question because this is really important. When you're inputting, you got to make sure you're inputting as an integer.
Okay.
Because if you're inputting as a string, well, the program won't understand it. So when you're inputting age, you got to do int. Don't forget the int. And then input, and then enter age. Okay?
Okay.
You got to do it as int. If you don't put the int, okay, then it will automatically be defaulted to string. And you cannot, I repeat, you cannot compare a string with a number because a string is basically words. You can't compare iPhone with 18. It's not a comparison.
Yeah.
You can't compare oranges with 18. So you always put int, because you want to tell the program that, hey, whatever I'm inputting to age is an integer, it's a number, and you can compare numbers with numbers.
Can I ask you a question too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I put a random number in 18, between 18 and 15? Can I put random number in it?
Yeah, you can put any number.
Okay.
Okay, so since I basically told the answer for the third task, I'm gonna change the question slightly. So instead of inputting your age, I'm gonna ask you to input your marks, okay? And so anything over 90, you'll get an A. A will be outputted. Anything between 90 and 80 will be a B. You know, oh, this sounds way too harsh. So anything between 80 and 65 is a C. And anything between 65 and 40 is a D. And anything smaller than 40 will be an F. I skipped E, doesn't matter. It will be an F. So this is very similar to the age, very similar to the age program, except this time instead of inputting an age, you're inputting marks, and instead of outputting how much you have to pay, you're outputting the grades. But the concept is the same.
Rafif, can I keep using if?
No, you have to use elif. Because
Okay.
no, technically you can use if, but then the problem with that is now the program keeps creating new if statements. And for small scale stuff like this, it doesn't really matter. But if you're building large scale programs, every time you open an if, that's processor space being used. And you want to use a small processor space as you can. So that's why you use elif. So because technically elif is still part of the same if statement. But if you use if, you're creating a completely new if statement.
Okay.
Can I show my screen?
Who's this?
Atar.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Wait, Atta, you're done with the third task?
I'm done with the age one.
Atar, since I basically told the answer for the age one, I asked you guys to do a new one, the marks one. So it's very similar to the age one, but it's also different in some ways. So just do the marks one.
Rafif, I'm pretty sure I'm done.
All right, just share your screen.
Here it is.
Okay, so just type in something. Just run it one one last time, and this time try to get a C.
All right.
Boom, you got it.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so I'm just going to wait on the rest.
All right.
Rafa, I finished the program for the marks. Should I share my screen?
Yeah, hold on.
Wait,
I just
Adam's
wanna.
here?
Yeah, he came in.
Yeah, I'm a bit late. Sorry.
All right, so Rehan,
Oh, yeah.
This is the final task because, like I said, we're gonna have a test, and I'm gonna test you on arrays. So just practice this question because this is a very similar question I will ask you in the test. So write a program which allows you to input 8 car brands into an array and output the array.
All right.
So once you're done this, you can leave. All right. So who was it? Was it Adam? Adam, you
Yeah.
wanted to share your screen?
Yep.
Right.
I don't have the co-host or the ability to share though.
Okay, hold on.
Oh wait. Oh wait, never mind. There's a problem with let me share my screen. How do I do it on mobile? Oh, screen. There we go. There we go. There's something wrong with the if it's bigger than I don't know what it is, what the problem is.
Left marks if it's more. Okay. So Adam.
Yeah.
The problem with this is that you're doing else if marks is smaller than 90 and something bigger than 90. What are you comparing it to? You got to do and marks is bigger than 80 because right now you're not comparing it with anything. So you got to do it for the rest as well.
Okay, thanks. Huh. Something's wrong in the second last line.
Wait, hold on. Where is it wrong?
On the second last. On marks.
On marks. Oh, Adam, for else, you don't put any, like, you don't put any comparison, because
Oh.
else only happens if all the conditions before it are not met. You get
Oh.
it?
Yeah.
So it's like the final option you can get. If you don't satisfy any of the rest, that's what you're gonna get.
Oh,
So
there
yeah,
we
it should
go.
work now.
Yep. Enter your mark 70. Code is D.
All right, great.
Okay.
So Adam.
Yep.
I'm assuming you know how to do the 1D array. So remember the task I set you last lesson? I'm gonna write the question again, but you remember the task where I asked you to do Samsung and then you concatenate it with, you combine it with the 2D array. So
Oh, yeah.
Samsung, and then it shows what you have. Remember that task? Lutfi did it.
Okay.
Do you remember it? Yeah, I want you to do that.
Okay.
Gafif,
Yeah.
I finished the marks task. Like, yeah, the one
All
about
right.
marks.
Just share your screen.
Okay. Okay, so this is the, and then if you run it, then you put like 95, it's A, and then,
All right. I want to test your else. Does it work?
oh, okay. Yeah, it works.
Okay. So your final task is just practice using 1D arrays.
I wasn't here last class, so I don't know what 1D arrays are.
Remember the vegetables?
Yeah,
The vegetable array?
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's basically like that, except now it's just car brands.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
Yeah, remember it's like this, and then has this, and then this,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
then BMW, and then this is 0, and then this is 1. Yeah, that's basically what an array is.
Rafif, I finished mine.
All right, just share your screen. All right, I want you to get a B.
B. Wait, no.
Great. So now you just need to finish this final question, and then we're done with the lesson for today.
Okay, that's a problem which allows you to input 8 carbons into an array. Output the
Excuse me, I have a problem with my code. Can I show
Okay,
you?
Azam, show your screen.
This one. When I run it,
You didn't indent.
Huh?
Do you remember how to indent? Just go to the beginning of print and then press tab.
oh,
There we go.
I thought like
Now it
this.
should work. Yep. Azam, for the first bit, you're not comparing it with anything. You're doing smaller than 80, but what is smaller than 80? You gotta put marks is smaller than 80. You gotta compare it with something.
I don't know what this compare means.
You gotta put marks before the smaller than 80.
What is the grades again?
Because you gotta compare it with something.
I don't know.
What are the grades again?
There was AB. Hold on, hold on a second.
Okay.
All right, there. Azam, for your code, just write marks before the smaller than 80. Because remember, look like this, Azam. Look, you gotta do marks smaller than 90 and marks bigger than 80.
Okay, so I did it one.
Because your mistake, Azam, your mistake is for the first bit, you didn't put marks. You're not comparing it with anything. So you gotta compare it with marks, with the variable marks. So if you put that, I'm sure your code will work.
So I did it wrong.
B.
Rafif, I think I'm done with the last task.
All right, just share your screen.
I'm also done.
Here it is.
Friends, and then boom. Yep, you got
Yeah,
it.
and then
Well done.
Yep.
You should. Yep. All right, Rehan. I'm expecting big things from you in the test. You should get full marks.
I hope
All right,
so.
you can leave now.
All
right. Thanks.
Can I
Bye.
share my screen? Can I share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, that's another program. Okay. Okay, so does it work? What? Oh, wait. Sorry. That's another program. All right, so just type in the mark. All right, just wait, Lutfi, just go back to your program. All right, so Lutfi, this is great, but you've added like some redundant stuff, like the mark equals B. You don't really need that. You could have deleted the mark equals and then just go ahead and put B on the print. Do you get what I mean? Like it's correct, but you're adding extra lines that isn't really needed.
I'll just fix it.
Wait, hold on, Lutfi, you gotta change the mark because now mark equals to nothing. So you just gotta replace the mark with A, with B, with C, with D.
Yeah, okay.
And then once you're done with that, you just complete the array task and you should be done.
So, Mr. Teacher, I don't know what's happened to my code.
All right, just share your screen.
Here, I've done everything, but doesn't work.
Azam, you gotta you don't for the else you don't put anything else. You remove the marks smaller than 40.
Okay.
And then remove the smaller than 40. You gotta remove the 40 as well. Remember, for the else, there should be nothing else after it. Because it's like else only happens when none of the conditions are met. So this should work now. Check if it works.
Let me share.
Azam, does it work?
It says error. It's not.
Oh, you spelled input wrong. You spelled input wrong. You wrote int put. It's input, no T.
Okay. Okay, let me run it real quick. It worked. Wait. Let me.
All right, so Adam, if you remember, this was your task. So you got to write a program that outputs something like this.
Can I show you?
I think you're gonna struggle a bit with this. Yeah, hold on, Azam. Hold on. Is Adam even here? Oh, he's not.
Do I also
Alright.
have to do that one?
No, Lutfi, you completed it, remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lutfi, just a reminder, look through your 2D array code, because I'm gonna ask you 2D array in the test, and since we don't have time to go through it today, you're gonna have to go through it yourself, all right?
All right.
Oh, Rafif.
Yeah.
I still can't find a way to I keep wait, I'll just screen share.
Yeah, just share the screen. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Okay, so Ryan range, cars equals input, enter the name of your car. Okay. Right, wait, Zed, first of all, your variable and your array are called the same thing. First of all, just change that, because you have the variable cars, but you also have the array cars. Name them something different.
So change this one?
Yeah. So change the name of your array to something different. Yeah, the car. And so now you gotta change the cars.append to car.append.
Oh.
No, not that, because that's the variable. Okay, there we go. All right, now try running it. Okay. Let's see here. Print cars index starting index out of range. Zayed, you're supposed to do print outside the loop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go. All right, now Zayed, the problem with this is, remember, to output an array, you've got to use a loop, but you can't use the same loop that you use the input arrays. So to output arrays, you've got to use a separate loop. You remember? So you got to use a new loop.
Yeah.
So you got to call it, I don't know, for n in range.
Okay.
So first of all, delete that print statement. Okay. Now create a new loop. And remember, don't use I. You've already used I before. Don't use it again. Use N, M, K, N, J, whatever. Okay. Now what's the range got to be? It's got to be the same length as your array. Okay. Now you got to print. What do you print? You got to print your array. Now what do you put inside the square brackets? Because remember, whatever is inside the square bracket has got to be continually changing. No, you put n because you're using this loop, not the loop above. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so remember, Zaid, just go over this array because I'm going to ask this in the test.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
No problem.
Hey, I'm done with my code. Can I show you? It's working.
Okay.
And when I run it, it should be working. Yep, it worked.
Okay, great. Wait, so Azam, have I taught you about arrays before or not?
Erase.
I don't think I have, right?
Yep. I don't think I. Yeah. That
Yeah,
time
so
I.
I haven't taught you arrays.
Yes.
Okay, so it's fine. So for you in the test, there will be no arrays because I haven't taught it to you. So when you get, okay, you're already home. But for the test, I want to ask you about if statements, loops, the for loop, and the while loop. So you gotta go through the while loop that we did today, and I'm gonna ask you to do the min and the max and the average. You remember those, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Just check your previous code. Make sure you know how to do the min, max, and average, because I'm gonna ask you that in the test.
Okay.
So, Azam, you're done. So goodbye.
So goodbye. See you next week. Bye bye.
I
Alright,
fixed
see you.
my code already.
Okay, so Lutfi, have you done the arrays one?
You said I did it.
I'm talking about the one at the bottom.
Oh, write a carb. Oh, okay. I'll do it tomorrow because it's late. I gotta sleep.
Yeah, it's fine. No problem. All right, Lutfi, just prepare for your test. You know what's coming. Oh yeah, go over 2D arrays as well, because I'm
Okay.
gonna ask you that. You and Adam both get 2D arrays. So
All right.
tell Adam as well if you can to go over his previous 2D array code.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Should
Bye.
I show my my mark one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Also, if I finished my thing, can I show after that?
Yeah. All right, so Atar, does it work?
Okay. Or did I do it?
Atar, I can't see your result.
Can't see it. What do you mean? Oh yeah.
Okay, that's good. So Atar, you've finished all the tasks. You can leave now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Atar, do you know how to do arrays?
Arrays? No.
All right, it's fine. I'm not gonna put arrays for you in the test, so you don't need to worry.
Right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, Rafif.
Okay, yeah, Rafi, go ahead, share your screen.
Okay. All right. I'm actually still like stuck in one of these. I just don't know what to put here. Like
You're supposed to put Y
I put
because
Y.
you're using Y in the loop. Because look,
Okay.
remember now print Y starts at 0 and goes all the way up to 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it starts off 0, so it becomes cars bracket 0, and then Y increments, and Y becomes 1, and then cars bracket 1.
Okay, wait. Well, let me just check if it works. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it works.
All right, so just
All right.
just go over arrays because it's gonna be in the test next week, and
Yeah, all right.
you should be good.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, Hasna, are you still here?
Yes.
All right, Hasna, are you able to do the marks? The marks program?
I've done them all.
You've done them all. All right, let's see what you've done.
Except for the Samsung and F.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. That's not for you. Okay. So let's see here, mark. So all the code works, yeah?
What?
All the code works, yeah?
Yes.
So the arrays one, I want to see you run it.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you, I can't see the results of your program. So can you share that screen?
Sorry. Screen.
Wow, well done. Well done. So you understand how to do arrays, yeah?
Yes.
You understand how arrays work, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna put arrays in your test. So make sure you know how it works. Anyway,
Okay.
we're done. You can leave now. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.